like a phoenix, you burst into fire, burn, a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst into fire, burn, a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Channel is Alex Kumbi, man, and I am Alex Kumbi. Today, we are jumping in here to episode 8 of My Hero Academia, guys. Last episode, we got exactly what we wanted, man. We got to see Bakugo versus Deku. The two of them fought, and Deku won. He outsmarted Bakugo, man. He played to what Deku can do, and he did it all without using his quirk. The only time he used his quirk was at the very end of the fight, and that was not even to really, like, hit Bakugo. He used it to actually win the actual the round versus the villains. So, man, Deku is like a lot more wittier than I think I initially had thought. I thought that he was more just like he was all heart, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But man, he's super smart. The whole time he'd been taking notes about all these heroes in his little notebook when he was younger, all the way up till now. He had actually been studying them, and he understood how they use their power. He had studied Bakugo and understood how he fights, that he likes to throw a right hand first in every fight that he's been into, you know, and he knew that Bakugo was very emotional, and he used that against him to get him to focus strictly on the fight with Deku, while Deku was focused on winning the round, and that's exactly what he did, is they won the round. So, great episode, last episode, man. I'm excited to see what we follow up with this one. The episode's called Bakugo's Start Line, so I'm curious to see on what that all entails. Do we get a background story on Bakugo, or are we going to kind of get like a new version of Baku, or maybe he takes a step in a different direction instead of always hating Deku and whatnot? So I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited to see what happens next in this show. Real quick, guys, if you haven't already, please consider dropping a sub on the channel, guys. We're trying to grow this thing. I'd be happy to have a lot of you guys join me on this journey, man. And then also, guys, if you want to watch these unedited, they are free over on Patreon, so you can go check out the Patreon. The link's in the description below. It's also in my introduction video. So, all right, with all that being said, guys, let's jump into this. This is My Hero Academia, Episode 8, Bakugo's Start Line. Let's get it.
Your indoor combat training is over.
Are you okay?
The hero team wins!
They won, yeah. Freaking go, man.
Weird way for this to
Bakugo
end.
looks so stunned.
The losers are practically untouched, and the winners are both on the ground.
Gonna go get a kiss from the nurse. Let's go. Dude, he's so stunned right now.
My attacks. Deku predicted them. He made me look like an idiot. Somehow managed to win the exercise.
Young Bakugo, cool your jets. Let's go review your work. Whether you win or lose, you can always take something away from an experience like this.
Hey, you know what?
As long as you're open to learning.
I was always told that, man, with football, man. Whenever you take a loss, man, you take an L, it's not a loss, but it's an opportunity to learn, man. And he just said it right there. All Might said it. Hey, with every time whether you win or lose, you can always take something away from it. And he just said, let's go learn.
Well, despite the results, the MVP of this exercise is young Ida.
Young Ida?
Shouldn't it be one of the heroes instead, since they're the winners?
Sir, I can tell you why. Ida embraced this challenge. He was the only one who truly adapted to his assigned role. I'll explain. Bakugo's judgment was clouded by a personal grudge against Midoriya.
Yup, exactly.
As you pointed out earlier, launching a large-scale attack indoors was a foolish move. It could have been disastrous. Similarly, Midoriya's plan was also poorly thought out, considering the amount of damage that he received. He rendered himself helpless, not smart. As for Uraraka, she let her guard down mid-battle, and her final attack was far too reckless given the hypothetical stakes. If she'd treated the fake weapon as though it were real, she never would have risked using such an imprecise move. Ida was fully prepared for his opponent's arrival.
Ida looks like
had
he's
a
like,
strategy and never lost
I
sight
didn't
of his
even know
mission
what the
to
hell I
protect
was
the dummy
doing.
weapon, even if he was foiled in the end.
Dang.
This girl really has a good eye on her. Yes? Well, you overlooked a few things. Young Ida could have relaxed a little bit in the exercise. But otherwise, you nailed it.
one of the 4 students admitted to the hero course based on recommendations.
Now then, time to blow this joint. Let's move on to the next match. Think about everything we saw and discussed as you tackle this training for yourself.
Yes, sir!
Hey, Ojiro! Let's get serious. I'm gonna take off all my clothes and totally disappear.
Yeah, cool.
He's like, all right.
Bagakure's using her quirk to our advantage, but it's kind of weird to know there's a naked girl standing by me.
Let's go!
He's got like a bat. Got supersonic hearing.
Shoji! Quirk Dupla Arms! He can replicate different body parts on the tips of his tentacles. Now that's super strange.
One's in the hall on the north side of the 4th floor, and I think the other's on the same level somewhere. Both are barefoot.
For your own safety, go outside.
For your own safety?
I'm sure our
Who's
opponents
this?
intend to fight a defensive battle. But we've already won.
Bro's gonna freeze the whole building or what? Oh, he's gonna freeze the invisible girl so she can't move.
Ow, ow, ow! My feet are stuck!
Pry yourself up if you want. But it might be hard to fight me with no skin on the bottom of your feet.
Oh, they just gave up. They knew. They're like, yeah, we're gonna lose.
He incapacitated them without compromising the weapon or his teammates. Take close note of his technique, students. The hero team wins!
Dang, man, that was quick. And he can defrost the ice or what?
It's not your fault. We're just playing on different levels.
Shoto Todoroki, another of the 4
Oh, that name, bro. This must be the guy that I was talking about. I think it was like episode 3 or 4 or something like that when they were kind of introducing the class or something. And I was telling everybody, like, I seen this guy on like some of the posters and like the trailers or whatnot. And I recognize his name, Todoroki. So this must be him. I didn't recognize him because I didn't know he had like a half ice version, like his normal self or something like that. He's got like the red hair and the white hair, but I didn't recognize him because he had ice covering the red hair. So that's who this is. And now we kind of have an idea of what his quirk is. It says half cold, half hot. So he's like, what, fire and ice combined into one?
And into the hero course based on recommendations. Quirk,
He's a recommendation
half cold,
too.
half hot. He freezes with his right side and burns up the charts with his left. The range of his abilities is unknown.
It's kind of weird that the ice is on the red side, though. Wouldn't the red side be hot and the white side be cold?
My hero.
Who's this guy? Those like raps or something? Hey, this guy reminds me of the Mighty Duck, bro. Tell me y'all don't see it. Here comes the Mighty Duck. Electricity. Oh, this guy shoots stuff out of his belly button, right? Or his navel, or whatever it's called. That smile tells me he thinks there's a lot of promise in these students, man.
That's a wrap! Super work! You really stepped up to the plate, and we didn't have any major injuries except for Midoriya. You should be proud! Excellent first day of training all around! Now watch how a pro exits, like he's got somewhere to be!
Like he's got somewhere to be.
Okay, you guys, that is a hero.
Oh, I'll never be able to.
I like All Might, dude. His energy's so freaking contagious. Oh, he's about to...
I can't hold this form any longer. I barely have time to teach a class.
Why doesn't he just tell people, like... This is... Yeah, why doesn't he just tell people, like, oh, this is my, like, my human form or my normal form? And I don't understand why he doesn't just say that, and then people see him in that form and they just are like, oh, yeah, this is just his usual form. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's that guy's name? I was going to say Superman, but I guess Superman always has super strength. But, I mean, it's kind of the same idea, like, right? Your secret identity or whatever. But I guess maybe in this world, the heroes don't really do that. They don't need to.
The second day of school and he's already a regular patient. Why didn't you stop him, All Might?
You're right, Recovery Girl. I'm sorry.
I know you passed your powers on to this boy, but you can't spoil
Oh, so she
him.
knows?
I am trying not to play favorites.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Natural-born hero. Mr. Symbol of Peace.
Several people know about my injury in this weak form, like the UA faculty and a certain group of pro heroes, for example. However, only a select few people know the secret of One for All. There's you, the principal, and a very close friend of mine.
Okay, so only 4 people
You're
actually
the
know
number one
about
hero
the
in the
power.
world, All Might. Does it really matter if you were born with your quirk or not? Do you have to be the symbol of peace? Is it that important?
If they knew I wasn't, the temptation of this power could corrupt our society. This quirk, those who wield it are responsible for mankind's safety.
Honestly, she posed a great question, and I feel like that's such a tough thing to answer. Like she said, is it really that important that people understand, you know, that see you as a symbol of peace and like only view you in that one light? And I think that All Might is right. Like it's about protecting the quirk and having it ever ongoing to bring peace and be that symbol of hope and that symbol of light, right? Like that's the whole point of the power. He doesn't want it to be corrupted and be put into the wrong hands or have people constantly seeking out for it. So because if people did know that this quirk can be passed on, who knows who could take advantage of that, right? And use that quirk and find a way to get it and use it for the wrong thing. And where he's basically, I'm assuming like probably the most powerful is because he's the number one hero. This quirk is probably one of the most powerful quirks. In the wrong hands, I don't know that that's something that would be, you know what I'm saying? Like the repercussion of all that. So like, it's a tough question though.
Well, if that's the case, it's even more important for you to be a good guide.
You're right.
Man, Granny's dropping some wisdom.
Young
on us,
man, you too can become a hero.
He's awake.
It's late afternoon.
Rise and shine, Sonny.
Is he going to Aizawa's class right now?
Hey, it's Midoriya! Good to see you back, Super! Man, I don't know what you were saying during that match, but you were all fired up, huh? I can't believe you held your own against Bakugo. He's super strong!
You did a great job dodging!
You guys really turned up in the first match, so none of us held back in our rounds either.
You were far from elegant, but I
And
suppose...
the dodging was like, whoa!
This is awesome, man. This is heartwarming
Hey,
to
I
see
know
everybody
you're okay,
embrace him
Shima.
like this.
We've been going over training results while you were in recovery.
Hey, guys! My name's Lana!
Where the heck did you pop out of?
Warms the heart, man. This is awesome.
Sucked it up in training.
So cool to see
noisy.
Midoriya just embrace like that.
Stop using that desk as a chair! Get off of it this instant!
Eden never relaxes, does he?
So, anyway,
I like
wanna
you,
grab
man. He's
a bite
funny.
sometime? What kind of stuff you like?
Anything sweet. Hey, Deku! Why didn't she heal your injuries?
Oh, well, it has to do with how much stamina I'm using.
Stamina?
Uraraka? Where's Kachan?
This is kind of random, but I was thinking about that when he said her name, Uraraka. I keep on wanting to call her Orihime from Bleach because I'm watching Bleach at the same time. But I keep, like, those two names keep mixing me up. So this one's Uraraku, man. I'm going to have to say it, like, over and over again to remember that because I keep wanting to call her Orihime or something.
Damn it! You were tricking me for years by acting weak! Now you've been laughing behind my back, huh?
Kachan! Wait up!
What?
Don't tell him about All Might.
Something. Maybe then you'll understand what's been going on. I wasn't hiding my quirk from you. It was given to me by someone else, recently. But I can't tell you who I got it from, so don't ask. Sounds crazy. I know. It's like something out of a comic book. Only it's real. The thing is, I don't really have any control over this power yet. I haven't figured out how to make it my own, but I'm trying. That's why I didn't want to use it against you in the exercise. I'll work until I have full control of this borrowed quirk. And I'll finally beat you with my own power! Oh crap, what am I saying?
You already made a fool out of me in that damn training exercise. So? Did you come here to rub it in? I lost, and to make matters worse, it was to you! I came in first in the exam! But that's not enough! When I was watching that ice guy, I realized I couldn't beat him in a head-to-head fight! Crap! I even agreed with what that girl said! My attack was so stupid! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Ugh. Enjoy that win, Deku! You won't get another! I'm just getting started! Got that? I'm gonna end up the #1 hero no matter what! You'll never beat me again, you bastard! Don't even try!
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that was deep stuff right there, bro. The fact that he unloaded the way he did, dude, and he actually kind of revealed kind of his true feeling behind the whole thing, like, man, I feel so bad for Bakugo, but at the same time, like, it's like, dude, you don't have to be this way to be great, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just don't understand it. Like, I think that he just has so much pressure, not only from people around him, the expectations, but the expectations he puts on himself are probably far beyond anything anybody can even imagine. And any sort of setback, I think that he takes that so hard, and he's so critical of himself on that it tears him apart. But in a way, it's kind of a good thing that he's kind of saying, like, this won't happen again. Like, it's good that he heard the feedback that what's her name had to offer, and he saw Todoroki, I think is what his name was, the ice guy, and watching those, like, he was able to take something back and understand that, like, hey, I've got much more room to grow to be a better hero and be stronger. And I think that in a way, that's the positivity or the positive thing that he should take out of that whole thing.
There you are! Baku, go! I found you! But while you certainly have the abilities to become
I love
a
All
pro
Might's
hero,
theme song in the background,
there's
dude.
still plenty you have to learn.
Let go of me, All Might. Right now. Save your speeches. I'll be more famous than you, and I'll do it without your help.
Right. I guess he's already over it. Man, being a teacher is hard.
Oh, I wonder what
Ain't
that
that
was
the
all
truth,
about.
man?
The fated battle between rivals.
Kachan's fuse has been lit. There's a fire under him. But that doesn't change what I have to do. I'll keep chasing after him.
Why don't you tell me all the juicy details?
Actually, I kind of forgot.
I kind of forgot. That's a good way to say it, especially since you almost spilled the secret. Oh my gosh, man. So this one was like, okay, first off, it was really cool to kind of see some of the other students really put their powers in there, and we kind of got to see and get to know them a little bit more in terms of what they're capable of. Obviously, we have the girl, I don't remember what her name was, guys, but she is super smart. She has like a book like that's attached to her or part of her or something like that. So that's what I was saying. I wonder if her quirk is like she's got like super smart. She's very observant. She understood the assignment. Like she's very, very intelligent. Probably the most intelligent student there. She pretty much knew exactly what All Might was planning throughout the whole training exercise. She understood the point of it. She understood the purpose. Like she was on it. Then we got to meet Todoroki, who I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong, but Todoroki, who is half warm, half cold. He has the ability of basically hot and cold. And you kind of got to see how different, like he even said in the thing, he's like, look, we're just on different like levels here. There's levels to this. And he's obviously on a much higher level than a lot of the students there. They were recommendations is what they kept calling them. I guess there was only 4 recommended students that got into the school based off recommendation and not having to go prove their power or show their abilities. So we got to meet some of that. I thought that was really cool. And then, like I said, like we kind of talked about it throughout in the show when we paused, but we, you know, the whole Bakugo, like the way that he, I think took like he was able to self-reflect a lot. And I think that shows growth in his character. Like it's small growth, right? We're seeing the small little things from him, but it's really cool to see that he heard what they said about him. He took that criticism and now he's trying, like he's basically said like, hey, this is like, I won't let it happen again. I will get better from here. And it makes sense with the title of the show now, of the episode. Bakugo start line. Like, this was kind of what he said. Like, this is the line in the sand of where I now say, this is where I've got to get better. This is where I have to grow from, and I've got to grow from here to here and whatnot. So that was really cool to see, man. And so I'm excited to check out the next episode. I guess we're going to probably see more training or different teachers, and I kind of grow from that. Hopefully we get to see a lot more from the other students as well. So I'm excited to learn more, see more, man. This whole show so far has been fantastic, man. I love My Hero Academia so far. I love the story behind it, man. It's such a positive message in this whole thing, and it's honestly super motivational. So appreciate y'all, man. We'll catch you guys in episode 9, man. You guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you later.